the Stallings Environmental Protection Agency and other regulatory agencies. But it's going nowhere in a Democrat-supported Senate. Which brings me to another one. In 2 years, I hope and pray you get rid of Dick Durbin. He is so kind of cool at all. I know. I've had 16 people on the ground in Washington, D.C. for the last 2 years, and I'm in and out there myself. This is very political. That's what the coal industry is all about. Would you like to have the podium, sir? All right, I've been invited to speak. When I'm done, you can speak. But until I'm done, you shut up. Republican coal in the United States Senate just as bad as we need Obama put in unemployment. He's declared war on coal with a number of regulations. There are too many children here, and I love them. I'm glad to see you, American Coal Company and American Equipment and Machine employees here for those babies. The greatest pleasure of my day here today is being meeting with children. What beautiful children. The stream buffer zone rule is the worst of them all. You've never heard of it. It eliminates underground mining. It eliminates local mining, which we do in Illinois. My people at American Coal Company know what it is. You haven't, most of you heard of it, maybe. But that's his worst rule. Office of Surface Mining, Department of Interior. The next one is the 1 milligram dust standard. I'm for the health of our employees. MSHA has been pushing the 1 milligram standard. We've run studies for $2 million. It doesn't improve your health at all. And I'm saying to them, okay, I'll put airstream helmets on everybody, and the aero freezes these things out of it. No, you don't understand, Mr. Murray. We want it down to 1 milligram. No, you can't make that with a continuous miner along wall, folks. We've got the studies to show it. You don't understand. Oh, I say, yes, I do understand. It won't close coal mines. That's why you want it that way. MSHA, domain. And then there are a number of other regulations that I won't take time to go to. But let me tell you what Obama has done. He's closed 175 coal-fired power plants. 175. 83,000 megawatts of coal-fired electricity. That's, according to most studies, 2.5 million American jobs. $200 billion in electric rate increases by 2020.
Where are you from?
And your jobs are in that 2.5 million. You can say, well, he's just giving a political speech. No, I'm an American. When Governor Romney said to me last night, how's coal going? I said, well, it's black. And he said to me, well, it's also red, black, and blue, Bob. And I said, yes, sir. What you say? Let me give you a statistic that you may not know. Some of you may call this a political speech, but I'm going to tell you I'm American first. The PJM interconnection, and hear this. 13 utilities east of the Mississippi River have a quarter of the auction for power. Quarter of the auction for electric power. They sell power to one another. 13 electric utilities east of Mississippi. They just had their auction. Electric power for 15 and 16 sold at 800%. 8 times.
Take care.
Well, it's selling for right now. And they put out a press release that says there's going to be brownouts and blackouts.
I'm just taking it easy.
Because
Plummer, running for
the Obama administration has killed 183,000 megawatts of coal-fired electricity. Utilities themselves. I grew up poor. My dad was paralyzed from the neck down in a mining accident when I was 9 years old. Back where I come from in Appalachian, I still live there. I have a home in Cleveland, but you'll find me living with my coal miners in Southern Ohio. I eat a lot of salt.
Because if I have this
Maybe
up,
some of you in
there's
that
no way
place
you'll
know
ever
what
use
shop is.
So,
That was the only
it's like
thing I
right
had.
foot
It was red port cloth over it. Bill Bowen at the IGA said he was the best golf coach. And I took him home to Mom. She rolled him down. My dad for 21 years, paralyzed from the neck down. I know what it is to be poor. And I can tell you that the way Obama is running this country, people are not going to be able to pay their electric rates. They're not going to be able to pay their bills. Next thing he's going to want is legislation to pay their electric bill. And what about jobs for the American marketplace that depend on low-cost electricity? China has been building a new 500 megawatt coal-fired plant
Well, I don't know about this side of it.
every week
This side.
for years. Well, Obama has destroyed 2/3 of the United States coal industry already. Who's going to have the low-cost electricity to compete in the world marketplace? Who's going to have the jobs? They're going to go from Southern Illinois to China. It's obvious. Yes, some of you may think this is political. To me, it's not. You see, it's a human issue to me.
I'll make sure we get into it.
It's a human issue. I know the names of many Americans whose jobs and family livelihoods are being destroyed. And you're standing here today.
Get anything for me?
And your children and your grandchildren don't deserve this. And I'm our age.
I got it so bad. Look,
To appease his radical environmentalist, liberal elitist, Hollywood characters, and other friends. You know where I come from, and I know it's the same here, Southern Illinois.
Thank you.
You only want to work in honor and dignity. But when your jobs and those of your neighbors are lost, if you own anything, it's your home. And there's nobody to sell that to. And I have seen it over and over and over, as Stella Parton said. These people who only want to work in honor and dignity are denied that for the rest of their lives. And all they want to do is work. And Mr. Obama, that is not the United States of America that I cherish. And all Democrats that support it, that is not the United States of America that I cherish. I've been on every continuous minor unit, 22 of them, and every longwall unit in the last 2 months in our mines. I know most of you by name. I know every one of you by name. I need I need for you to be just a little
She wants to make sure you get up to her.
Mr. Obama and his radicals have created a huge crisis.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, I'm going to tell you, I got 600 employees out there that got more brains and patience and courtesy than you got or ever had. Shut up! You don't belong in a coal rally. Get the hell out of here. You don't belong in a coal rally. You're not a coal miner. You're not a coal miner. You wouldn't be talking like this, idiot. How many of you have seen the movie 2015? How many of you have seen the movie 2016? Hands, please. Some of you. I strongly recommend that you go see the movie 2016. I don't go to movies because they don't support Hollywood. I suggest you go see the movie 2016 as soon as you can. It'll tell you what's going on in America very well. Please see it if you care about your job, your family, and I know you do. Well, it'll fill in a lot of blanks for that road. Again, it's a human issue to me. I'm an old man. My life's about finished. But yours isn't. And when I meet these children and these grandchildren and these new young employees, I am very concerned about you. And that's what this whole issue is about to me. And I can tell you, as late as last night, Governor Romney gets it and will support you in this election. I want to thank you for your attention. I'm irritating a few people up front here, and I'm glad. How about you? Bob Murray. Murray Energy.
Let's keep going here. Haven King, coal mining, our future for Kentucky. Just a few words to say for just a brief moment.
All right, you know those signs that I gave you, those rally signs? Let's see you raise them in the air. Now I want to see you make some noise. Make some noise. Now let me ask you a question. All right, let's raise them, okay. Are you glad that you had Bob Murray here to speak to you and tell you the truth? Shake those signs. Now I'm going to be a cheerleader for you. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to say, whose jobs are they? And your response is going to be, our jobs. Whose jobs? I can't hear you. Whose jobs? I want to ask you this question. You see all these children out here? That's the reason this man's here today. It's not about us. Hell, we can make it for the next 12 or 15 years. But now, when I ask you whose children, I want you to raise those signs and say it's our children. Whose children? Our children. Oh, that's weak as hell. Whose children? Our children. Whose jobs? Our jobs. Whose country? Our country. Oh, you're not making any noise. You got 800 people here from Bob Murray's coal company. This is the greatest country that's ever been. America. We got any veterans here in this building today in this house? Give the veterans a hand. If it weren't for veterans, we wouldn't be able to stay here and speak our opinion. But I'm going to ask you one more time. You're going to have to shape up. Whose children? Our children. Whose jobs? Our jobs. Whose country? Our country. Who's the next speaker? Let's go. Let's check those signs. Make some noise.
All right, now we're fired up. Let's bring up a gentleman here who's going to give us, get us keep on going here for jobs for Illinois, and let's bring up our state treasurer, Dan Rupert. Come on up here, Dan. Give a big round of applause, guys. Let's keep going.
Thank you very much. Mr. Murray, you are a private citizen. You came from humble beginnings. You worked hard, and they didn't build it. Thank you, Mr. Murray, for your leadership. I'm the treasurer of the state of Illinois, and I come from a private sector background. And one thing I do know about are statistics and numbers. The Illinois coal industry, right here in our state, employs 3,500 men and women, and it's a $1 billion industry. There's enough coal here to supply our country's need for the next 100 years. There was a time that I served in the Senate with some of my legislative colleagues here, and we had legislation called TANASCA that would have been a tremendous opportunity for Illinois coal, but unfortunately we couldn't get it through. And I respect that there's a difference of opinion on some political sides here tonight, and I respect that. But I must tell you, politics and government do and will affect your life and your job. We may differ, but respect, we will differ, but respect is what we must have to pull together with our friends in Southern Illinois on the TANASCA legislation and move forward. I became the treasurer of Illinois a little over a year ago, and I'll tell you, one of the best experiences I've been around the world in time to see a few things was what I did last month. Last month I went underground, and I had a chance to visit with miners underground in a longwall mine not too far from here. I was abundantly impressed with the operation, and even more so impressed by the men and women that bring that red, white, and blue out of the ground. I want to say thank you for doing that. This presidential election, honestly, this presidential election, to the young people. This